December 31st, 1999. The end of a century. The end of a millennium. The beginning of the end.
He's coming for you, Christine. Can you see him?
Who are you? How do you know my name?
He's gonna find you, Christine.
Back now to our top story, a terrible mystery gripping the world right now. Birds, fish, and all kinds of creatures just dropping dead in huge numbers for what seems like no reason. Just in the last 2 weeks, the theories and speculation running rampant, including possible fireworks-related deaths to questions about whether this is all a sign of the apocalypse. How exactly is the science world explaining this, though?
Or to the mystery of the dying birds.
There must be about 100 birds in this bed.
There are dead birds all over the Somerset County neighborhood in Franklin Township, New Jersey, on front lawns, on top of roofs, and in the street. Neighbors are still picking them up. Andrea Kepik says it was like a scene out of a horror movie when she walked out of her home Friday night.
I remember the movie The Birds. There was a dead bird on my stoop. But then I just looked a little beyond and saw other dead birds on my steps.
And then she says she looked around and there were dead birds as far as her eyes could see.
I walked over to my car, stepping over them.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture confirms it is responsible for the controlled kill to reduce the European starling population. Township manager Ken Daly says the USDA placed seeds tainted with poison at a local farm.
Birds eat the seed and they metabolize the poison and die within about 24 hours.
Now to a mystery surrounding dead birds. Health officials are trying to figure out why people are discovering feathered carcasses all over parts of Brooklyn and Queens. CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez live in Williamsburg with that story tonight. Hazel?
Jim, this is really a strange story. The City Department of Health discovered dead birds here in this field behind me in Brooklyn and also in a field in Queens. They're conducting tests on the carcasses.
Well, we've been telling you recently about the bizarre cases of birds dying en masse. And when you look for answers, you find everything from alcohol to poison to the magnetic polar shifts of the Earth. In other words, no one really knows. But this evening here at RT, we're getting some new information about this. I just spoke to Colleen Thomas from Roseville, California. Colleen is a home health administrator turned physicist who specializes in the science of creation. She's also part of a race of good aliens who reside right here on Earth called the Pleiadians. Here's part of our conversation.
The official story that was released from Pine Bluff, Arkansas was that the plane, the KC-747, that flew out of Little Rock, Arkansas, had a computer malfunction that caused the spraying. It sprayed along the Arkansas River and up the I-40 corridor, and they do admit that that's what happened. But I've talked to independent people who said they've had these birds tested and they weren't positive for phosgene, which to me they wouldn't be, because once phosgene meets with any kind of a fluid, it turns into a nondescript acid. So it doesn't surprise me that they're not finding evidence of phosgene because it breaks down so easily and so quickly in liquid.
And as you mentioned, I mean, these birds were found everywhere from Arizona to Arkansas.
Right.
I'm wondering what you say to those people who say, there's a lot of people here on Earth, not Pleiadians, but others. They say, the world is going to end in May.
No.
They say we've got 5 more months, and that's what these birds are all about. What's your response to those people?
Well, we are under attack, but we do know who's attacking us. The Evergreen International Aviation Company is an arm of the CIA. It's a private industry with these wide-body jets for spraying, ostensibly for spraying fire retardants over fires, but they're spraying a lot more than that right now.
11 a.m. They're gone. But they're not really gone. We just can't see them. Early this morning, a bird flew into the area where the lights were hovering last night. It stopped dead in the air and fell straight down. I caught it on tape. They've been playing it all morning. The footage looks like the bird flew into a wall in the sky. They found the bird. His head was crushed in. They think they have some kind of invisible shield thing going, like an optical illusion. They're still there, hovering. Some people think there's more of them now, all over the place, over us even. There's a theory about the crop circles. think it'd be some kind of landmark visual mapping system so they could navigate, coordinate. Makes sense.
What is it, sweetheart?
It's okay, some of these things happen all the time.